All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Harikakwadash, my month. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder heroine as well. Salutations to the argument of pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessings to the men and women of truth. And I believe in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, I'm Khanak Sam Bar Yashar from the Lions of the Yashar camp. And this is a, not a news and prophecy, but this is just, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Not really. I don't even know what to call this. It's an astonishment. I know that much. But I was speaking to somebody yesterday or the day before, and the topic of witchcraft and sorcery came up. All right. So within that topic coming up, this individual informed me, but because you know how these women out here talking about they witches and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So what came to told me, like she's like, yeah, and they even got a course at the college that you could take to get a degree in witchcraft and sorcery. And that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So you got all these, you know what I'm saying, E women walking around here with tarot cards and shit like that. Like really out here trying to do the damn shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is ultimately gonna lead them to their destruction. But it's crazy, man. How they really is really trying to really live up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get a couple scriptures talking about it and just go into it a little bit. Lord willing, bless and edify and serve the purpose for the hopefully elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. And the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai ain't gonna be a part of no bullshit like that. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's just that. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is a witch? All right. So let's get that. It says a witch is a person, often female, believed to practice witchcraft or magic, especially with a malevolent intent. History Historically, the term witch was associated with accusations of bewitchment or the use of magic to harm others. Modern use of the term witch can also refer to practitioners of neo pagan religions like Wicca, who may view witchcraft as a way of connecting with nature and practicing magic for a personal and a communal benefit. See that? What is that? Like all these girls be talking about being in tune to the universe. That's really what they're going into. Witchcraft, sorcery, horoscopes, all that shit, tarot cards, chakras, all that shit is witchcraft, man. You know, and we know what the scriptures say about it, but we're gonna get it. It says historical context. It says in Europe from the 15th to the 17th centuries, individuals, particularly women, were persecuted as witches due to beliefs in their association with the devil and their use of magic for harm. Witch hunts are, you know what I'm saying? And then um what did King James wrote that book about sorcery and witchcraft? And a lot of people get that shit, they get that misconstrued. They're thinking that he's promoting it. No, he's speaking against it. He's talking about putting witches to death, like the scripture says to. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make this long, but I just thought it was crazy that they actually have a college course at the university, where you could take to become just like you could go to school to become an ordained minister. I guess you can go to school to become a witch. Well, it is what it is. All right. This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. It says, Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Right. Because, like, don't deal with them. Who dealt with them? Saul. And what if Samuel tells Saul? Um, he said, where I am right now, you shall be before the day over with, roughly paraphrasing. You see that? We ain't supposed to deal with no because all that shit is not it's make believe, bro. It ain't real. It's on the left hand side. It's on the left hand side, man. Verse Exodus 22 and 18, it says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." See that? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. That word "suffer" means allow. In fact, I wanna look. Let me Exodus 22 and 18. See something real quick. Yeah, it says ka ka kasap. It says properly to whisper a spell, to enchant or practice magic, sorcery, to practice witchcraft or sorcery, use witchcraft, sorcery. All right, that's what it is in the Hebrew. Okay, but the scripture says, "Suffer not a witch to live," meaning don't allow them to live, man. So the Lord used to have them put to death. We can't do that in these times, right? But the Lord's gonna bring judgment on anybody that practice any type of things like that. All right, I'm only get a couple of these, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to charge my phone up a little bit, but it's Leviticus 20 and 27. This is a man also or a woman that hath a familiar spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. That's their own doing. All right. Because the Lord got a judgment on all those people that practice those things. That's what it says to do in the Old Testament, but the Lord has a judgment for them in the New Testament. All right. Let's get this real quick. Leviticus 20 and 6, it says, "And the soul that turneth after such as familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people." And what y'all fail to realize is all that witchcraft and sorcery and stuff, that's what Esau uses. All those enchantments, the Jesuits and stuff like that's what they use, man. They use power on the left. There is power in that, but it's power on the left hand side. It's wickedness. And that's going to be a witness against them. The Lord's going to judge them according to that. The Lord's going to seriously judge them according to that, man. You know that? It says, oh, there's a good one for all the rebellious people. This First Samuel 15 and 23 says, "For rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft." Mm. So to be rebellious against Yahweh Shem Shai, that's exactly as a sin of witchcraft, man. You see that? So that's where they're being put to death, but not in these times, man. The Lord's going to have a judgment. Matter of fact, let's get to that. Because Revelation 21 and 8, it says, "But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers," see that? "And the idolaters, all those are coupled together. And all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death," man. So the Lord has a judgment for all them that, you know what I'm saying, that perform witchcraft and sorcery. I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I wasn't going to go really too deep in it because we already know that, but I just found it astonishing that they rarely have a college course on sorcery and witchcraft, man. That's crazy. But you know what? The Lord got something for him, man. The Lord's got to bring judgment against all those people that practice those type of things. All you should be practicing is the ways and the word of Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. All right, so I guess this can kind of consider be a spiritual hydration because I didn't want to go into it that long. We already know about this, but you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to put it out there that they actually have a college course for witchcraft and sorcery, man. So yeah, and I spoke that in Canada. The other said we need to go post up in front of them and teach again. What's it true? So I just started it out with this lesson right here that I just did, man. You know, so the Lord has, you know, There's a judgment for all these people that practice all these things, and you know, all these things that are like, and that's not a separation for people that are doing idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Heresies. You know what I'm saying? People that are walking around in drunkenness. All that sits in the same category as sorcery and witchcraft because that's what sorcery and witchcraft have you doing. You know, that's exactly what it has you doing. You know, it has you walking after the lust of the flesh and not according to spirit. Those that walk according, like I was watching what was it TikTok or something, and they were interviewing a girl who said she was a witch, and then she was like, "There's a small fraction of those that can't be they can't fall under spells, and those are the ones that are really in tune with the universe that are really walk out she said walk out the spirit and but in a different kind of way, but you could tell that's exactly what she was saying, which is true because it said um there shall be no enchantments against the children of Israel. See that? There shall be no enchantments against the children of Israel. I mean, we ain't gonna fall for none of that foolishness. All right, so I just want to touch on that a little bit. Um, just going into that is crazy, man. That they really have a class, literally have a class teaching these people. They're teaching them how to be wicked, really. That's it. They probably got a class for like just straight up devil worship too. Who knows, man? I wouldn't put it past anything in Babylon. But it's the king of witchcraft and sorcery, the king of witchcraft and sorcery is Babylon the Great. Matter of fact, the mother of harlots, the king of, what is it? What is it? A Revelation? Oh man, I can't think of it right now. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. This is Revelation. I think this is it. Revelations 18 and 20 says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh hath avenged you on her." And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all," because this is the mother of witchcraft and sorcery, and which goes all the way back to ancient Babylon and Assyria. It says, "And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more in all thee, and the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all the nations deceived, by the sorceries of Babylon, the whore, right? And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and all that were slain upon the earth, man, through their sorcery and witchcraft and physically. See that? So the Lord is going to destroy Babylon the Great, which is America, man. That birthed all this sorcery and witchcraft out of this place, man. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson will edify the servant's purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and not falling for none of these sorceries and witchcraft that's being brought forth upon the earth by these wicked nations, mainly Esau, man. All right, with that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Habakkuk Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Heron as well. Salutations to the archon that are pushing the truth to sincerity and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.